So first of all, congratulations to each and everyone who has qualified. And I would say similar congratulations to those who have not qualified and yet still in this session. If there are any of such candidate are there. Because first, let me address those who haven't cleared and damn serious that they have to write any day. They have to write a mains. That's why they have been in this session. So this has shown your seriousness with respect to the exam. And I must say that those who have not directly writing mains this year, they have more chances of clearing next year if they are in this session, because they have shown the seriousness. Okay, हमें आज कर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं prelims. Maybe next year, any day we have to write the mains. So welcome to you specifically. And second one, now our focus will be with respect to those 90 days which are ahead. Issue क्या होता है? Let me make it more bilingual. Issue ये होगा कि अभी हमें ये नहीं पता है कि करना कैसे है. ठीक है? There will be 2 to 3 type of candidate. I'll be discussing with about their characteristics. So पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि टाइम कैसे उठ जा रहा है. ठीक है, कि 90 डेज हैं. अभी लग रहा है कि 90 डेज हो, अभी तो बहुत दूर है. 15 सितंबर तो अभी तो मोर देन 90 डेज हैं, सामने सामने दिख रहे हैं. लेकिन आई मस्ट से कि ये दिन कैसे जाएंगे वी वोंट नो. ठीक है, और इसी चीज को इक्वेट करने के लिए हमने कोशिश की है कि हम इन 90 डेज को इतना फ्रूटफुल बनाएं. हाँ, वीडियो नहीं चलाई मैंने. I'll share the video when something meaningful is there. शायद मैं बहुत दूर हूँ यहाँ, that's why the network issue is there. हाँ, तो I was saying कि for making these 90 days more meaningful to you people, whatever I know, whatever I have gathered from my 4 mains, I try to share it. ठीक है, ये मेरी strategy है. I have mentored around 100,000 of people, not 100,000, at least 1,000 of people. I have worked several years in the coaching industry, the so-called. So I know कि कैसे time fly होता है. Yeah, I will try to that. Yeah, Anjana. I know कि how this time will fly. So this 90 days, my focus will be, for this session, my focus will be specifically to those individuals who are writing mains, who are writing any state mains or any day for the next, those who haven't qualified. Maybe in the next year, they will be in the same condition of writing mains without much preparation and all. So without much ado, let's dive in what the session is all about. Okay, so let's start the journey. This, I am saying, this is 90 days game. So why I'm saying just 90 days, and honestly, I'm telling you, this is not 90 days. This is just 80 or 75 days. This is not to create among you, because out of those 90 days, there will be those days. In those particular days, you are not willing to learn, not willing to study. You will be having headache. You will have other issues, etc., etc. So effectively, there are 75 or 80 days. So please try to utilize this time as much as possible for the so-called 90 days. So what you have to do, and what I think, so you have to prioritize your preparation. Until unless you will prioritize your preparation, your time will fly and you're not able to catch it. Focus करना है कि ये 90 days में किस चीज को प्रायोरिटी देना है. वही सेशन, बस मैं इतनी बातें बताऊंगा. हमने इस सेशन को कोशिश की है डू इट योरसेल्फ रखने की. दो देयर आर, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कोई फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हैं ऐसा, या अदर कोई नहीं बता पाएगा. बट डू इट योरसेल्फ से मेरा मतलब है कि इफ यू आर वेल इक्विप्ड, if you know how to write, if you have already written mains, then you are well equipped to do it yourself. This session is just an reorientation to whatever the strategies you have earlier adopted, and for somehow bad luck or some flaw in your approach, you have not qualified yet. So for me, the priority, the planning part is very essential. If you have planned enough, I will still say that you have done your first part. But after planning, you have to execute also, and there UPSC has tested you time and again, and it will test you again for this main. So from this 90 days, there will be three conditions. I have divided 3 types of people where they are in 3 stages. First type of people, not possible now, nahi pada hai. Those who have qualified it by quote unquote luck, or those who have not focused enough, yet they have qualified maybe in the last year of their degree, maybe unka money nahi tha, still they have qualified. So those people, what they are thinking, अरे अब नहीं हो पाएगा, नहीं मैंने कुछ पढ़ा नहीं है, I haven't prepared enough for mains, अब तो मुश्किल है, I'm not able to qualify the mains, so let's focus on the next year and let's enjoy for the next 90 days. क्यों बेफिजूल में क्यों ही इतनी मेहनत करनी है. So what those people will do, eventually they will go and write the mains, and I'm still saying they will get 250 to 300 marks in GS. What they have to do, they have to go in mains, just write the 4 paper of GS, and they will at least score 60-70 marks, because nature of exam is like this. If you have qualified prelims, you know certain aspect, and you will get around 230 to 250 to 300 marks. Because those people have tendency to give up, they will not get more than 300 or 320 something like, because they are not serious, and they have taken the mains exam for granted. And let me assure you, UPSC is not a cakewalk. ऐसा नहीं है कि if you will go and write 20 paper, 20 question, 2015 में जब मैंने मेंस लिखा था, तो I know कि मेरा हाथ दुख रहा था, my hand was in utter pain after writing the second paper. Then I realized कि why people are using the Omni gel and all, because after writing 20 questions, your hand will surely be in pain if you have not practiced ahead. If you have not practiced ahead, आपसे पेपर ही पूरा नहीं होगा. 20 क्वेश्चन तो I am just saying hypothetically. But इन लोगों से मुझे कोई ज्यादा उम्मीद नहीं है, seriously. Those who are not sure, those who have tendency to give up, please, if any such individual is there, go enjoy while you are wasting your 1 hour or 2 hour, whatever time I will take. Now, second type of people, those who are overexcited one. Overexcited in the sense, मेरा तो मेंस होगा ही होगा, whatever I'll do, I'll qualify, and James Bond type people. Okay? Who are these people? These are those people who have passed in last years, maybe latest 1 or 2 years. उन्हें पता है कि यार last time I have qualified, I know my basics are clear, I just have to focus on optional and essay, and I'll be through. Maybe last time or any sudden chance or something, they have crossed through it. Or second time वाले के हैं, first timer with no idea of mains, ठीक है, but they have zeal, energy, focus, whatever. ठीक है. What they will do? They will score around 300 to 350. 300 to 350. Why? Because whenever they'll go in exam without preparation, if someone is completing 20 questions, I'm pretty sure that they will be getting around 80 marks. So they will be ending in the range of 300 to 350. This is for sure. Those who have written mains, please mute here. Please mute yourself. Those who have already written mains, or those who will be writing the mains first time, they have energy, they will be ending around 300 to 350. Now the category, what they will do, let me assure you, by and large, this is their trend. Either they will join none, specifically the past experienced people. They have written the test series 2 to 3 years back, or whenever they have passed the mains, or they will know ki, I'll write. What is the need of writing the test series again? I have already written it. Now let me focus on the past year itself. Let me write it 1 or 2 every day, so that I may not forget the art of answer writing, and that's it. And second one, the newcomer, they'll try to join each and every one. Okay, test series GS की भी लगा लेता हूँ. Okay, 1 test series for essay, 1 test series for specifically for ethics. People are writing these days. 1 test series for ethics, 1 test series for optional, and maybe 2 test series for optional. Maybe simultaneously I'll go through the exam paper of both the institute, and somehow these questions will get reflected in the mains. Let me assure you, without any introspection, both of these candidates will score only 300 to 350, because they have not introspect. Those who are first timer, they have lack of knowledge how to do it thing, and those who have mains experience, they are over smart to do so. ठीक है, उन्हें पता है कि why to introspect यार. I know, I think most of you are knowing that there are individuals who are time and again getting the mains qualified and getting interview call, but they are not in the final list, or they have good marks around 80, 85, but they are not reaching that minimum 100 marks. They are those people who have not introspected with respect to their mains answer writing. Please, if you are in this category, this is the time to get serious, both of you. For newcomer, I will say, hold on your nerves. एक सब जगह नहीं, do not run after each and everybody. Try to focus on the minimum things, and I'll tell you how to do this. Now, third category of people, cautious and willing to pass. These people are cautious. They know कि यार UPSC है. There, it is a game of uncertainty. Pre-exam, you have already know how uncertain it was, and how fast UPSC in this result outcome also. They know that uncertainty is there. Why to delay? Let's make it easy for those who are serious and willing to write the mains. So, इसमें कौन लोग होंगे? This part constitutes two type of people. Have experience of UPSC in past year, yet willing not to take risk by being lax. ये लोग वो हैं जिन्होंने लास्ट में अभी पेपर लिखा है, and they are yet not willing to take risk कि यार अभी क्या लिख के फायदा होगा, let's delay, further delay, last में I'll write 4 paper and then things will be fine. No, they are opposite category. They know UPSC is not a cakewalk. UPSC will test you to any extent. They can increase number of questions, they can increase number of pages, they can do any gimmick that is a bouncer for each and everyone. So they are not lax, and they are willing to take adequate amount of risk also. Second, कौन होंगे? These are new entrants but with guidance or zeal. वो लोग ये हैं. And or कौन लोग हैं? Already have worked on their mains exam. They have already written test series. They were serious. Maybe in past year or so, they have not been able to qualify their mains, but now they are serious. Okay, our mains is something more meaningful. Mains is the thing that will help you to reach in the final selection list. Mains is a make or break game. If you score 550 plus in GS, I am pretty sure you will end up in final list if your interview will go even average. क्यों? इनकी common characteristic क्या है? They are willing to improve and listen. Even those who have writing mains and still they are willing to improve and listen, those are the master gems. They will be final. They will be in the list. And those who are the newcomers and they have the tendency to impose their faith in certain individuals instead of running here and there and everywhere, I will say if their score in GS will be 380 to 450. ये इतना variation क्यों है? It depends on the actual implementation of the strategy. I won't say कि ये gap बहुत कम है, लेकिन ये gap इसलिए है कि there will be huge gap in implementation even after having this session. Please mute yourself here. So this is 3 category of people. Please categorize yourself accordingly. If you are in this session and you are thinking, let's take this session seriously and let's take the exam seriously. So my bet is on type 3 people. Seriously. For type 1 and specifically for type 1, there is nothing in this session. Please enjoy. Why are you wasting your time? Type 2 people, I'll still consider you some sort of seriousness is there. You have still some chance. Please be here and let's work on that strategy. So why I have named the session, do it yourself. क्यों? क्योंकि yes, if you have already some sort of experience, you have already zeal in you, so then you can do it by yourself, or you can approach us, or you can approach any other individual who can help you and guide you. So do it yourself strategy will work accordingly. I have made the slides accordingly on it. So I'm taking the example of paper 1, how to do it yourself, specifically on GS part. So for those who know there is some certain defined syllabus of UPSC has mentioned art and culture, modern India and freedom struggle, society and geography. Okay. So in this part, what you have to identify? I have mentioned the first thing about individuals of the second category, no introspection. And these people who have experience and still they are willing to listen, that means they have introspected. So first thing we have to do is introspection. If you will introspect and you will analyze yourself, I will say half of the job is done. So how to analyze, how to introspect, this is what the area is. Pick paper 1, what you have to identify, how much you can recall. Pick last year paper, pick 2021, 2022 paper, last year ko paper ko pakdo, at least pick 2 to 3 10 marker and 2 to 3 15 marker. By picking this, what you have to do, either write fully, write karo complete answer ko, or just draw a framework. What do I mean by framework? Framework consists of 3 things. First thing is your intro. According to the demand of the question, limit yourself to 4 to 5 minutes and write a particular framework of the question. Try to find out in particular question what will be the intro, what you will write. Then body part. Try to write as much argument as possible, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a specific example for each and every one. Case study if you can recall right now, and then way forward and conclusion. This is the first step I will say you have to do. Let me repeat it again. You have to approach past year paper, pick 2 to 3 questions, 10 marker and 15 marker each. I'm saying each. Work on a framework or write the answers. Write the answers yourself. Do what? Write intro, write body, or write way forward. And easiest thing would be, if you are not able to do this thing, then I'll suggest go through topper's copy. Topper's copy hai, please pick that particular copy. Try to write 3 to 4 questions of 10 marker and 3 to 4 questions of 15 marker. You will have a decent amount of model answer in front of you with respect to whatever the topper has written. Try to relate your own answer with that particular topper, and you will realize in what level of preparation you are right now, how much you can recall right now. What is my expectation from this? My expectation is that at least you will write 1 question from each of the section. Art and culture, modern India, society and geography. Okay, the modern India, I have deliberately left post-independence and world history because UPSC has decreased their weightage these days. So what you have to do? At least 1 question from each section. And what you have to analyze, whether your answer quality or your framework quality is above average or below average. You have to identify it. Next, also recall what you have to recall, the analysis of your writing skill. For those who have already written last time, you have to find out how many questions you have written in your main exam or the test series. For those who are serious and who have already worked on the mains, they have to analyze, or those who have written the 4 to 5 questions, they have to analyze what is their quality. Those who have written mains in the past 2 years, only those can rely on this strategy. I won't say that someone who has written it in 2018 can rely on this strategy. Please, those who have written mains or who have written test series or those who have written the recent 4 to 5 questions that I am saying, they can rely on this strategy. If their answer is of minimum average quality right now, and I'm saying minimum average quality, it means around 4 to 5 marks you can get, or around 50 to 60% of your answer is related or somewhat in the similar line of the topper copy. Then you are around average preparation schedule. If you are recalling in your test series, if you have written around 50 such answers, I will say great, you are a champ, and I will certainly say you will be through this exam this year. If your answers are average answers and they are within the domain of 10 to 15, then you have to work hard. And work hard meaning you have 100 plus chances to go through your mains, and you will be in the interview stage. Those who are writing 6 to 8 average, I think they are not serious, and they were not serious at that moment also. They were not serious in their test series also. And if still they have not written those 4 to 5 and below average quality they are writing, I'll say chill karo, life में बहुत कुछ है करने को, next year आएगा तब कर लेना, ठीक है? So If you are well versed with this idea, please tell me, then I'll move forward. So what next? If you know you have written average quality answer, you have analyzed yourself, that is your introspection has been done, and now it is in the implementation stage. First, whenever you go to any doctor, he will try to introspect you, he will try to analyze you, then any medicine will start. So now let's start in the medicine. So the medicine is what? Work accordingly in that subject area. The medicine is work on the 80% area and leave the 20% area. 80% area is focus on the major area. There is no need to record this session. I will say we'll share this session on our WhatsApp, sorry, this app also, or if possible in YouTube also. So please focus right now. Be present. That is the tendency that overzealer have. Please be here. So work accordingly. If you mute yourself. Please mute here. You're disturbing each and everyone. Work accordingly on what areas? Only 80% area and leave 20% area. I'll show you what area you have to focus on and how far, how deep you have to focus on. Now, second step, you know that you have identified, you have introspect. Now what to do? Second step is in implementation stage, status of your current notes. What is the status of your current notes? There will be 2 to 3 type of individual in this stage also. First one is who have 1 to 2 page concise notes. Ye kaun log honge? Those who have already worked on their mains, those who have written mains, and they have 1 to 2 page concise notes. Because in UPSC, if you have basic funda UPSC ka, let me tell you, if you have revised something or read something once, take it 0. If at least you have to revise 3 times and decrease it by 1, at least you can say yes, at least I have read it twice. So UPSC may, if you are reading something once, that is of no use, because this is not a paper to, not a pre-exam where you have to identify what is the demand of the answer. Okay, for options there are wahan pe nahi likha milega aise. You have to recall your, you have to put pressure on your brain, and then your brain will recall ki kya hai. And mind me, single reading is of no use for UPSC unless you have made notes, you updated it somewhere. Now, these people, who are these people? 1 to 2 page notes hain, concise notes hain. I'll say just update example and case study and rely on your notes. If you have scored around 80 last year, if you have scored around 80, my simple request is try to follow whatever I will say in the next few slides, and you will be through this exam, you will having 100+ marks. Now, let me address to those who have not so decent notes or something. Those who have 4 to 10 pages notes, jinke paas class notes hain, they have, though they have read it but not read it properly, they have not able to concise it. Wo kya karenge? They have to work accordingly. I'll suggest this. Those who have 4 to 10 pages notes, please, there is no need to study the new material that is flowing in the market. Ab market mein kya hoga? There will be ample amount of notes you can go through, and if you will find, okay, ye pad leta hu, ye yahan se update kar lunga, wahan se, okay, ye notes to acche hain, my notes are bad. There is no need to be in any panic or anything. If you have 4 to 10 pages notes, that's enough for this exam. You have to write 150 or 250 words. ऐसे नहीं लिखना है. Just focus on updation. अब update क्या करना है? Let me address first those who are third type of people, those who are bond. जो bond है, they have one, they do not have any notes. वो क्या बोलते, जो हमने type 2 वाले पेपर देखे, लोग देखे थे, those who are मजे में जो लोग हैं, what they will do, they will again enjoy and just focus on their enjoyment and nothing else. They do not have any notes, they do not have any, what they will do, they will pick the booklet like 365 or go through once, and then they realize, okay, okay, इससे हो जाएगा. Mind me ऐसे कभी नहीं होगा, मेंस है, मेंस में तो मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. For those who have 4 to 10 page, please update. Just update. There is no need to go through another set of notes. So आप जिनका first time पढ़ोगे, if you have read it once, read it twice, thrice, four times, what you have to just do, update it. How you will update it? Update it from your test series answers. If you are lacking in definition part, if you are lacking in example part, if you are lacking in case study part, and you are finding it your test series answer, I suppose कि वो होने चाहिए. If you are lacking in data, अगर आपके टेस्ट सीरीज के आंसर्स में ये हैं तो ट्राई टू अपडेट इन योर ओन नोट्स. लेकिन बाय एंड लार्ज ये चीजें टेस्ट सीरीज के आंसर्स में नहीं मिलती हैं, व्हाटएवर आई हैव रियलाइज्ड. Second thing, what you can do, make a group of 4 to 5 people and share with each other. That is the easiest thing. But in UPSC preparation, people are living in prisoner's dilemma. Okay, अरे मैं बता दूंगा, उसने नहीं बताया तो what is there? So if you have a group of 4 to 5 serious candidates, please have faith among each other, and I must say you will be through. Let me give you my example. When we are preparing for the interview, we are 4 individuals who are preparing for the interview, and all 4 of us are in service right now. So because we have faith in each of us, and we have shared whatever knowledge we have, so make a group and update the whatever you are lacking. This is the sure short strategy for those who have not written mains, etc. Because आपको 4 लोग 5 लोग मिलके you can easily find out what you have to update in your own notes. And another thing is, do it yourself from newspaper. But you have to identify what the case study is. For that to happen, you have to memorize the syllabus. आपको syllabus का पता होना चाहिए कि क्या syllabus है. Whatever news is in vogue, try to find out where you can utilize this particular news in your mains answer. You just have to update your notes, and that will be a game changer for you. Because जो कोचिंग सेंटर के नोट्स होते हैं या जो कोचिंग सेंटर की जो आंसर्स होते हैं, they will have same answers, same examples. सब लिखेंगे कि गांधी जी एथिकल कहाँ थे when he has revoked, वो जो उन्होंने नॉन कोऑपरेशन मूवमेंट वापस ले लिया था, चंपारण सत्याग्रह में he has budged and all. So but your answer should be different. Your example should be different. So I think by updating of this anyone, whether any clarification is required or not.
सर आवाज नहीं आई सर पिछले 30 सेकंड में.
30 सेकंड को छोड़ दो, जो मैंने बोला वो क्लियर है कि नहीं है अब तक, तो आगे चलते हैं फिर.
यस सर, क्लियर है.
Last 30 seconds. Okay, thank you. This is the last stage. What I have told in last 30 seconds, that do it yourself from newspaper. Update your case study, update your example, segregate it according to paper 1, 2, 3, 4 पेपर में. Society में कहाँ example लिखूंगा, yesterday और yesterday only we have a session. There I have to identify कि क्या चीज आपको pick करनी है newspaper से. Those things you have to do, and you will be through. Next, area to focus, PYQ analysis. ये चीज बहुत जरूरी है. PYQ analysis, what are the areas you have to focus on? If you this, I must say 70 to 80% paper will be a repeat if you know where you have to focus. If you don't know, try to utilize the experience of someone. After this session, maybe in day or two, paper 1 ka we have done a thorough analysis of 4 part. We'll share the specific topic, at least 30 of the topics we'll share. Try to give priority to those topics. I won't say कि आप बाकी कुछ पढ़ें, but please try to give priority to these topics. And I will say कि at least 50% of those topics you will find in the mains. Have faith. Now, next part, how to write for 100 marks. ये सबको डायग्राम रहता है, कितने लिखूं, 1 लिखूं, 2 लिखूं. Did this according to your preparation level. Take a step very seriously that I have told you have to introspect, because all of my strategy is based on your introspection. If you have no willing to introspect, please enjoy. So how many tests to write, what to do next? First thing, if you are last time getting 100 marks, sorry, 80 marks, these 80 marks are of UPSC. Please don't equate it with your test series marks. Okay, if you are getting 100 marks in UPSC, then what you have to do, write full length paper as much as you can. अब आपको sectional लिखने में इतना नहीं करना है, until unless you have left specific questions from specific sections of the paper 1, 2, 3, 4 of GS, then you need not write sectional paper. Then only for that particular section you have to write. Otherwise, go to full length paper, complete the paper. And जब writing paper की बात आती है, तो writing paper in my strategy, what I have done in writing paper is this: try to write 8 questions of GS every day. At least that is 1 hour game and 1 hour for optional. ये करना है. When I'm saying that try to write 8 questions, what is the approach behind it? Let me clarify it. 8 questions according to me is 8 into 8. That is 8 into 7 minutes of UPSC. What is it? Like 56 seconds, 56 minutes. Take 5 to 10 minute break. Then give these 8 questions. जो आपके पास मॉडल आंसर मिलेंगे, उसको 3 to 4 minutes each. Read your answer and update in your notes whatever you are finding new in your test series answers, or whatever you are finding if you are discussing among 4 to 5 people common in your answers. So what is that method? 8 into 7, 56 minutes, and 4 into 8, 32 minutes of revision, of reading the answer. That you have to do for first stage. The similar strategy you have to apply for optional also. At least write 1 hour for optional. If you are not getting 250 plus marks in optional, mark my word, you have very feeble chance of clearing the mains. And third one, every weekend at least 1 essay, and I'll suggest and recommend if you can write a complete paper of 2 essays every weekend. If not initially, then throughout the then in the July or August month, at least 2 essays. Because those who have taken the essays lightly this year, they have been rewarded very pathetic marks. Mind my words. I'm not saying it hypothetically. Results and the topper copies are there. Various this mark sheets are there in public domain. Now, second type, those who are writing first mains, what they should do, or those who have taken around, those who have not got around 18 last year, their test last time when they have written, or they have got 60 to 70 marks, what they have to write. They have to write and they have to write a test first. Specifically, those who are writing their first mains, please write a test. Please, I'm saying again, please write a test at this stage only. But knowledge at right now, you are try to write a test. Try to write a test and then analyze yourself. At what stage you are. Analysis that I have told you, revert to that analysis only. What you have within time frame. That so I was at those people. I have posed faith in them. ठीक है, कौन लोग हैं जिन पे मुझे विश्वास है कि वो they will do something wonderful this year. Those who are writing the first mains, please write a test and analyze yourself at what stage you are. What you have to analyze? You have to analyze yourself in terms of the completion of the paper within time. 3 hours if you are able to complete the paper. And second thing, if your answer quality is average. Average se matlab that you have parameter in gauging it, topper's copy, or the average 4 to 5 marks in your test series. So this is your method of gauging it. If you have this, then you are almost at the same stage of the people of the first category who have already written mains and getting 70 to 80 marks. So please, there is no need to panic. Stick to your syllabus, stick to your strategy, and you will be through. If you have poor quality and time management issue, I'll suggest that you need not go to main complete full length paper. Try to start from sectional test. विनय सर ये record start किया था आपने? Then what you have to do, start from sectional test. I think this is visible. You have to start from sectional tests. And why I'm saying start from sectional test, if you have, for those people who have poor quality, ऐसा नहीं कि they are not knowing what to write, how to write. They have lacking the data, they have lacking the themes, they have lacking the structure and all, and they have issue in time management. Because UPSC may every question is important. You cannot afford to leave even a single question. Mind my word, if you are leaving a single question in every paper where you can score 1 mark, in total you are leaving 4 marks in GS only. And if I'll add 2 optional, then you are behind 6 marks from average individual who will complete the paper. So completion of paper in itself is a very challenging task and very meaningful task. So those who are struggling in terms of completion of the paper, try to start from sectional test. Write 1 to 2 sectional test. Update your notes is the key. Update your notes, please update. Okay. Write in the major areas of every paper. Leave 20% area. I'm still saying that 80% is enough. UPSC may, you are not getting 150 in every paper. Hardly you will get 120, 130 in GS paper. So focus in major areas. Focus on those areas and you will be in a very good condition if you follow this strategy. How you have to manage the time. This is very much essential for those who are writing mains this year. Please consider every question as sovereign. Why I am saying sovereign? Har question independent hai. Suppose India is sovereign. If China tries to attack India, India will retaliate. In terms of UPSC exam, every question is sovereign. If you'll try to breach the integrity of the question, if you'll try to breach the area of the another question, if you try to use the time of another question, that question will punish yourself. That question will punish you in terms of rewarding you lesser marks. So what you have to do, 10 marker ko not more than 8 minutes in any cost. The moment you are reaching to 6 to 7 minutes, just make your mind, I will try to conclude this question anyhow. Because let me tell you the basic fact. Whatever you can recall in 4 to 5 minutes. Rest, whatever the time you are taking, that is writing time, not recalling time. Those who have already written mains, they may appreciate this fact that whatever you are knowing, you can recall in 4 to 5 minutes. Post that, you are just wasting your time or just filling the pages with the same argument in different words. और इसके कोई marks नहीं मिलते हैं. I have shown you the difference between argument and example. अगर ये किसी को नहीं समझ आया तो वीडियोज पढ़ी हैं इस पे, मैंने ये एक्सप्लेन भी किया था. तो what you have to do, write a 10 marker in 8 minutes at any cost, and I'm meaning it at any cost. A 15 marker in 10 to 11 minutes that you have to write. So this is the simple strategy to complete the paper. Try to think that final UPSC paper is 170 minutes only and prepare accordingly. If you are thinking 180, then you are losing these 10 minutes. जो बीच में आपका examiner आएगा, he will mark, you have to fill that OMR and blah blah blah, where you are wasting your time. So try to consider that there are only 170 minutes and that is enough. So is it all right till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Now, how to balance this next 3 months. So this will be challenging for each and everyone who are writing for first time or who have low score in last few years. So how to balance it? I will say ki for GS you can pick up a paper accordingly. According to me, what will be the strategy? Those who are writing the first time, those who haven't written any test series and all, in June and July, I will say ki give your 70% of the time to optional paper and 30% of the time to GS. Why I'm saying this, that 70% of the time to optional, कि जिन्होंने ऑप्शनल नहीं लिखा है, it will be a tricky situation that you will end up getting 200 marks in optional. GS में 50 marks बढ़ाना is very difficult thing, but optional में 50 marks बढ़ाना is a easy thing. If you do your basic, then I'll say कि yes, you can get around 250 marks in optional. But to get 350 and above 350 in GS is a meaningful task. You have to work upon. ये strategy किसके लिए है? For the senior player, जिनको पता है कि क्या करना है optional में, कितना करना है, कितना नहीं करना है, for June and July. And in June and July, what they have to do? Complete one paper, optional paper in June in next 18 days. Those who have already written mains or those who have already written test series prior to the prelims, they have to complete this, at least one paper of your optional, paper 1 or paper 2, whatever you find easy, उसको complete कर लो अब, ठीक है? Next month में, जुलाई में, at least you have to complete the second paper. Second paper को complete करना है no matter what, because you are giving 70% of the time to that particular paper. And GS में क्या करना है? At least GS 1 and 4 2 महीने में, 2 महीने आपके पास 12 दिन 18 दिन ये हैं, and next वो है, तो इसमें easily you can complete GS 1 and 4. I have specifically chosen 4 क्योंकि इसमें within 18 days anyhow you can complete ethics. आप even if you are giving 2 to 3 hours to ethics, तो वहां पे इतने एरिया ही नहीं है कि आपको इशू हो, तो at least pick 4 or GS main. Why? Because you have already written in already read in prelims, that's why. So you can pick either 1 or 4. So start and complete it in within 2 months. जो नए लोग हैं, for them what to do? New one, they have to give your 60% of the time to optional and 40% of the time to GS right now for the next 2 months. They have to complete the optional till 15 August, paper 1 and 2 both. I'm saying 15 August, you have a leeway of 15 days, not more than that. If you are thinking कि मैं इसको कर लूंगा धीरे 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 end तक, it won't happen. So complete GS 1 and 4 till end, July end, because you are giving 40% of the time to this 2 paper. GS 1 and GS 4 July end में. अब आपके पास बचते हैं July end, अब आपके पास बचता August and 15 more days. So now by the time of this July 1, 70% of the time you should give to GS and 30% of the time to optional now. Because your optional is complete, now you have to just revise it and write it. Whenever you are reading it, even now you have to write 1 hour. But when you are in July, if you have written a test series or something, then again write it or revise it. And then this 70% of the time should go to GS. If you are giving this 70% of the time to GS, by that time, whatever the new current affair happening may have been done, तो अगस्त में UPSC by and large 15 अगस्त तक मेंस का पेपर बना लेगी. You need not worry after 15 August what UPSC will going to ask. तो after 15 August you will say या max to max 20-25 August आप न्यूज़पेपर को बंद करके you can be in your silo of revision. So give yourself 70% of the time to optional and 30% of the time, 70% of the time to GS and 30% of the time to optional. And by doing this, you will complete paper 2 and 3 in August. Here only 80% of the syllabus you have to pick. No need to complete the syllabus. ऐसा नहीं है कि UPSC will ask 5 questions from disaster management. It won't happen. Mind me. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि UPSC गवर्नेंस से या सोशल जस्टिस से 10 क्वेश्चन पूछ देगा, बिकॉज एरिया इज सिलेबस इज लिमिटेड. तो यू हैव टू कंप्लीट 80% ऑफ द सिलेबस ऑफ GS2 and GS3. There are only specific areas that you have to read. Please focus on this. As I have told you, we'll share paper 1 area. Likewise, in the subsequent days, we'll share paper 2 and paper 3 areas also. So September में क्या करना है अब? In September, at least 2 revision of your own papers, whatever you have written, whatever you have updated in your notes, read it at least 2 times and your notes. 7 days की 2 slot बनाओ और उसमें update करो. तो ये एक normal strategy है to reach to that stage where you can get 400 plus marks, provided you write every single day 1 hour optional and 1 hour GS. For those who are new, those who are older enough, those who are veterans, they can create their own strategy. For my strategy is writing 1 hour daily instead of writing 3 hours a particular day. Jinka paper complete ho raha, they have, those who are able to complete the paper, they need not worry about, okay, final paper mein how we can do this and that. If your paper has been completed last year, so is saal bhi by and large you will do it. And if you are able to write 1 hour every day, I can bet you will complete the paper even writing 1 hour every day. There is no need to panic ki final paper mein 3 hours likhna hai, because you have a cushion of 4 to 5 minutes. As 8 into 7, you are writing only 56 minutes. So please focus on writing daily instead of 3 hours, जहाँ पे उसके बाद आपको exhaustion होगा, उस exhaustion के बाद आपको issue आएगा कि मुझे क्या करना है. तो this is the approach that I think you have to work on. Any question till here, then I'll suggest what are the focus area you have to do. So question is, where you have to focus, what are those 20%, what are those 20% area that you have to leave, and what are the low hanging fruits where there you have to work your full work with full energy. This is the fast 3-year scenario, and this is a broader scenario. And what we have done, we have micromanaged this scenario and tell you these are the specific topics. At least if I'm saying that we have dive deep in particular areas. मान लो history, modern India में what are the questions that can be, that you can rely on? What are the areas from where UPSC can ask question? So those areas we'll share today or maybe tomorrow, but rest of the areas are also important. UPSC can give a bouncer any day, but for me, as for those who I will guide on my friends and all, what I will suggest, there are 4 areas you have to work on. Geography, every year UPSC is asking 9 to 8 questions. And what we are doing, we are just leaving this area unattended. We have faith, yes, we have read it is in prelims. So we are not writing any mains answers for this area. Geography is a mark fetching proposition, provided you know what are the areas you have to focus on. Provided you have a tendency to make map of India, provided you have a tendency to label the map, provided you have a tendency to give case studies. So this is a very low hanging fruit. 9 question means at least 5 question of 15 marker, 75, 4 question of 10 marker, around 100 marks ka geography paper aa raha hai. And this 100 marks, you can get around 60 marks also if you have interest in geography and you have written a paper. Then history and culture, जो ancient history है, वहां से specific fixed area है UPSC. Each and every year they're asking certain themes. There you have to focus at least 2 questions from there. And ये भी alternate है. एक साल 2 question आएंगे, एक साल 1 आएगा, एक साल 3 आएंगे या 4 आएंगे. So this is again the area that there you have to focus. Society, in last 2 years they have decreased the weightage, but यहाँ पे 6 थे, इससे पहले 7-8 थे. So this is the area that you have to focus on. Last part is freedom struggle. 2 to 3 questions every year, 1 10 marker, 1 15 marker, low hanging fruit, yeah, low hanging. This 2 question can provide you at least 12 marks, 15 marks. Focus on this area. 80 marks lana to kisi bhi din, it is not a difficult task. Difficult task is to have 100 marks. Post independence and world history mein 1 question ek baar to ek bhi nahi pucha hai. That's why I'm saying this is the area you have to focus on. History, ancient India, geography, ancient Indian culture, geography, society and freedom struggle. This is the area for paper 1. Now for paper 2, what you have to do, look at the polity and constitution aspect. जो simple Lakshmikant या जो आपके class notes, that can help you with 9 question, 8 question, minimum 9 question UPSC is asking, 8 question UPSC is asking. Focus on this area instead of governance, जहाँ पे 1 है, कभी 2 है, कभी 5 है. Focus on polity and constitution. Brush up your cases, brush up your article, brush up your recommendation of second ARC, brush up etc. The recommendation of the parliamentary committees. ये area you have to focus on, polity and constitution. Pick up social justice. कितना close है paper 1 की society से. pick up this area. Just have to know the governance aspect of those particular area, and you will be having at least 3 questions. 8 plus 3, at least 11 questions. And this area is very predictable, very much predictable IR. At least 15 questions you can write above average quality if you know these 3 areas you have to focus on. And what we have tendency, we go through, keep on going to governance. इसी में focus करना है, इस पे and इस पे. These 3 areas are the main area where you have to focus. Next, paper 3. Look at the areas 554, economic aspect. And in the economic aspect, again, there are only few questions that UPSC is asking, only few areas. Focus on this area. Environment and ecology, every year they are asking 3 to 4 questions. This is a low-hanging fruit, provided you know kya likhna hai isme. Where are the case studies? Where are the comparative analysis there that you have to answer in environment and ecology aspect? Disaster management, एक question आता है. It's not a big game. Agriculture and internal security. Internal security, every year 3 to 4 questions, and very much predictable. These 3 to 4 questions. इसको फोकस करो पहले. सबसे पहले इसे देखो, फिर इकोलॉजी को इसको करो, एनवायरनमेंट को करो, एग्रीकल्चर एंड ज्योग्राफी पेपर 1. इनको मिक्स करके पढ़ो, एंड देन यू विल रियलाइज कि द मोमेंट यू यूटिलाइज योर पेपर 1 नॉलेज इन पेपर 3, पेपर 2 नॉलेज इन पेपर 3, you will have above average mark. Major issue क्या है कि लोग जो मेन एरियाज हैं, जो मेन फोकस है, वो क्या करते हैं, साइलोज बनाने पे. पेपर 1 को they will not able to use in paper 2, पेपर 2 को they will not able to use in paper 3. And one biggest drawback I have observed in analyzing thousands of the copies in last 7 to 8 years is what people are writing, what they are doing. They are not differentiating between writing the same answer in paper 1, paper 2, and paper 3, and even in paper 4. Whatever they are writing in paper 1, they will write the same answer in paper 2, write the same answer in paper 3, and write the almost same answer in paper 4. But every subject has different terminology, different expectations. Suppose हम एक आंसर लिख रहे हैं सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप पे in paper 1. That is very difficult proposition to be asked in UPSC, yet it can be asked. आप मान लो एक पेपर लिख रहे हो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप पे पेपर 1 में. व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट, पेपर 1 का ब्रॉड सिलेबस याद करो. पेपर 1 का ब्रॉड सिलेबस है सोसाइटी, पेपर 1 का ब्रॉड सिलेबस है हिस्ट्री, पेपर 1 का ब्रॉड सिलेबस है ज्योग्राफी. ज्योग्राफी में रिसोर्सेज है, उसमें ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी है, उसमें रिसोर्स ज्योग्राफी है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. देन यू हैव टू मेंशन कि हाउ दिस एसएचजी इज रिलेटेड टू सोसाइटी, हाउ एसएचजी हैज ए हिस्टोरिकल एस्पेक्ट, how this SHG has a human development aspect, how this SHG has a resource mobilization aspect. This you have to write in paper 1. When you are writing it in paper 2, you have to mention the administrative structure, you have to mention the governance structure, you have to mention the international example, you have to mention the case study of social justice achievement with the help of SHG. It is not like कि आप same चीजें ज्योग्राफी हिस्ट्री पेपर 1 वाला उसको 2 में भी लिख दोगे. You can write it, but very scantily, 1 to 2 sentences. When you are writing this in paper 3, then you have to mention what is their economic role, how SHG are useful for agriculture aspect. Can use the example, how SHG are important for internal security region, how SHG can be a game changer in your environmental aspect. So you have to write paper 3 SHG differently. You can use governance 1 to 2 part, you can use resource aspect 1 to 2 example, but not necessarily all. If you are writing SHG in paper 4, you have to mention the human empathy aspect, you have to mention the accountability aspect, you have to mention the social justice aspect, you have to mention the common good philosophy. लेकिन पेपर 4 में अगर पेपर 1 के aspect लिख दोगे तो how you will get the marks? So I will still say कि whatever is the key, only one thing is the key, answer writing. Focus on your answer writing, and I'm pretty sure if you focus on that part, you will be through. So this is it from my side. And go areas for 2023 paper 1 will share soon, maybe today or tomorrow, and the rest of the areas maybe in upcoming week. So this is from my side.